Alright, Suhas, there we go. Yeah, usually you'll have Pratham here with you. He's also a coach in there that'll do it. But we'll just constantly be changing the views via Suhas's here. Well, I'm going to be in game this one just in case. And we'll just go through the way, me and you adding a commentary per players and such. I can only assume he's already recording. So, yeah, but it's gameplay, man.
Select your agent.
Can't really hear you properly, sorry. Like, I have a lot of ping on this Discord.
Alright. So yeah, am I coming through clear to you at all?
Hello, hello. Oh.
Hi, I can hear you.
Were you saying something to me? Sorry.
Yes. Just you're seeing Suhas's gameplay fine?
Yeah, the stream is fine.
Perfect. Alright. Hopefully I come through a bit clearer as it goes on.
Saying something to me, sorry.
Yes. Just you're seeing Suhas's gameplay? Clear as it goes.
Are these players new here or they were previously coached?
I'm out of here.
No, so generally, for these first initial scrims, they're brand new to our setup, so they haven't been here before.
Okay.
Anthony, if you need me to switch the player at any point of time, just let me know and switch the player.
Just because you can watch it from his view. Alright, defenders. Alright, this is a real aggressive start.
Spike down mid.
Both the attackers and the defenders.
Yeah, so let's hope Rainy doesn't get a bit too... She can get a pick here. Oh, that's nice, but... Unfortunately, they're way too close to get away with a runaway with Raina there. But 2v2. Let's see how we go. Nothing too flashy here. Alrighty, if they time this together.
Last player standing.
Perfect.
Scanning ahead.
Don't think there was a communication from the attackers here.
Nah, the defenders there as well. Like the recon dart went after the engagement went in and all. There. So I think it's the lack of communication with defenders.
Now flee.
Neon ran out on it's very troll.
Right, first round goes to the defenders, and that should usually lead to a second round. Whoever wins the first round, we've always seen, converts very quickly into the second round. Very hard to lose this if you spend the money going into it. And looks like that's what they're doing. The real game usually starts in the third round.
Hey Brad, can you just mute your gameplay volume?
Go, go, go!
Done? Are you guys able to hear my gameplay from my headset?
Spike down
At least
mid.
I can.
Alright, these teams are very quick to get trade-offs. The attackers really like the mid push. So I had a really
Player
silly
standing.
dart there.
Okay, good eco so far.
Alrighty, be patient over. Wait for Rainer to show up. There we go, you got all the information you need. Two of you should better handle this. Perfect.
Nice.
Love the dart from over there. Alrighty, so here's where the real game really begins. Everyone should have weapons. We should be able to get into an actual proper match. Both times teams spending their heart out. This is where the attackers really need to bring in their play. Alright, let's start running through the players. Let's start... If I'm going to start with Heartless, let's see how you're doing. Defender's Omen.
Need a drop.
Attackers are loving this mid-push angle here. And yet this seems to have happened every single round they've done this.
Yeah, Neon very uncareful there.
Very big thing I get really disappointed to see is, you know, constantly using the same tactic round after round. And like an issue here of Heartless here, like he's just throwing smokes out for the sake that he can throw smokes out, waiting for the recharge.
Spike down mid.
I'd rather useful smokes than see him rely on a free smoke to come in for his next one. But they're behaving really well. The defenders, they know they're up, but they're not charging off their positions and risking the match for it, which is really good restraint. Usually at this stage, players just run in because they want the kills.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
The attackers have just been weird this match, sitting in the center.
Yeah, they were constantly trying to fight for mid, but they don't do it properly.
No, they definitely
need to smoke short at least. Like the Neon is just running out and dying like 2 times so far.
Yes, let's hope that recovers after this match. I'd like to see them not touch mid this match, at least not to start off. It's had the same result every single game so far. Right, but as
The
for
attacker's
Heartless,
comp is not really good. I don't know.
yeah, it's a bit of a weird synergy they've gone for here.
Cover going
I
out.
go for a B stack.
I'd like to see B commit a bit more to a 5-man stack full push, at least.
Yeah,
Like, it's a very slow procedure they're doing here, but they've got characters that rely on
defender's already 4.
thick. But Clint off. I didn't realise. Not all of them brought weapons this round.
Okay. They want to make a rotation, but the sky stays, and
Yeah, when the bomb carrier stays behind, you get a bit concerned. Very odd.
now they're
Set up the doing
concerned
here.
about the push. This is the problem when you go 5 men into one place. If you wanna go back, you need to watch out for everything.
Yes, very much so. Remarkably, there's no one currently sitting there eyeballing A, but it's been that long it's taken to get there, they're going to realise the rotation's happening.
30 seconds
Like, if
left.
you're going to commit to one of these
Roman is
rotations, you
making
can't take
steps.
30 seconds.
All set up.
Owen's jumping around for God knows what reason. They're trying to tempt.
Here.
What
10
was that
seconds
much
left.
Good trade at least, but now they
But-
don't have time. I guess they're gonna save.
Yeah, so it's unfortunately a big lack of speed for the attackers here.
One enemy
They're not really
remaining.
appreciating how quickly they need to act. Especially on a rotation.
Yeah.
Anytime you're actually you're trying to go for those quick rotations to get the plane on the other side. You know, they can't know you're going for it, so you got to go there quickly. It's okay
Yeah,
to take the
they
long route if
also-
you want. Go on.
They're making steps before making the execute, so the defenders have a lot of time to adapt.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. You see a lot of players, they'll like slow walk around their spawn for some reason, but once they get
Yeah,
close to
they
the
make
objective, they
step.
get anxious. Yeah. Makes no sense. Right, they should know by now that
Revealing
that
area.
midsection is not safe and that angle's always being watched by this one player. Like, he's done it
Okay,
at...
whose smokes are these on mid? Like, I guess the attacker smoked short, but
I think the defender Omen's also been throwing them out as well.
okay,
unfortunately,
so
he's-
the attacker Roman smokes both sides.
Spike
And
down
they still
mid.
die.
Unfortunately, they
There's a
haven't
huge
realised...
advantage on the defense side,
One enemy remaining.
Yeah,
skill wise.
the mid is... Yeah, it does seem like that. It was auto-balanced, I believe, so there should be no, like, real massive rank disparity, but I think it's the biggest issue here is really just the poor tactics coming from attackers.
Should realize the defender Sage is just walling mid every round. They should put at least one guy on top mid just spamming the wall.
Yep.
They can smoke short, like they don't need to rush, like they're rushing out mid every round and dying in the first 10 seconds to the chamber.
Yeah, it's been repetitive and disappointing so far from the attackers. Looks like we're potentially going to see another attempt at it as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's really disappointing to see.
Again, Neon picking try.
Like, why are we tempting the sniper here? And then Sage cleans them up.
The Sage is boosting on the wall.
Found one.
In a balanced lobby, this should not be happening for sure.
There's something wrong with the decision making when it comes to the push here.
Time to hunt.
I'm not sure what's going on
Scout destroyed.
with them. Like, this is an overcommitment very much towards a center push every single game. I don't know why they're doing the killbot strategy. Teammates just snipe there. Alright, but somehow they've managed to trade even this match.
Yeah, and the Omen has an ult now.
One
Still
enemy
go one by
remaining.
one. Like this is really wrong.
Yeah, they're not big on the whole working together once they've got the advantage. Like in that situation, they did have the advantage. They were attackers 2v2. The defenders
Need a
can't
drop.
be on both sides at once. Push together, and you got yourself some good time. Oh, please tell me they're not doing it again.
I really want them to rush A one round, but they keep going B where there are at least 3 players every round. And the
No
Vayne is
prisoners.
playing A alone, and she
like
even
a-
goes to fight in short.
Yeah,
You want to
not
play?
sure
Let's
commitment
play.
is for attacking this side. Like there, with Sova's dart coming in, the attack's also just been nullified once more.
They're making a lot of steps again, they will get slowed. They are in the ground, there's no way they can get in. At this point they should just run back instantly.
Yet again, what we're
Still
seeing is
committing.
defenders. Look at that excellent patience. Chamber holding the mid still. We
we
ran
go.
into
Yeah,
them on
they're
the
in
attack.
their base.
Here we go.
Okay, they left the site.
Shocking.
Alright, at least they committed on this one.
Spike
Neon's
planted.
bouncing.
Losing
Last
way too
player
many people. now.
standing.
Very patient from the defenders. Nobody died.
Yeah. Beautiful work from them. Definitely need some aim training, some of the attackers. Spooky's called out right while this is going well.
Gun here.
Hopefully this is not the first time we see a full... we have yet to see someone get knocked out completely. So
This-
really hoping for that.
It smells like a 13-0.
Oh, here's hoping. We've had a lot of
Is it
players
full
that
rounds?
go... it'll go just best of 13. First to 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is looking a bit rough, but we've had this once before in the series where they absolutely suck on the attack, but their defense is
I'll shut it go.
stronger. I don't know if I'll see that too well here, but here we go again. They're attempting this mid-center push again, but they take down the sniper this time.
Okay. Let's see what they decide to do. Okay, finally one guy went to A and got the side.
Yeah, he's really in there.
Okay.
Alright, looks like we've got an AFK from the chamber though, and the one round they're doing well, they've
Spike
got an
down
AFK.
mid.
The Neon's now. And nothing again, they have the rest.
So, like the prime example of why...
This was the only round they had a chance, I guess.
One enemy
Yeah, man
remaining.
down, he's only just coming back now. Like, if he was in that game, I don't know if much difference would have been made just because they didn't push up towards as a group. Like, Neon secured the
Revealing
site,
area.
then they weren't there to back it up. And, like, Neon's death there is a prime example of someone over-peaking an angle. Like, they're so focused on looking down one angle, they forget how visible they are from the other.
Yeah.
Honestly, with that little amount of time left, I would have just stayed and not died for that round. Don't give them money. Alrighty, 8-0. This is gonna be
The
brutal.
defense seems like they have a really good structure. And the attackers have no plan. And they obviously lack communication. Because when the Neon got the entry and he took the whole A side, Everyone should just stop what they're doing
Deep
and go to
breath.
A.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like poor reaction time towards plans or what. It's I haven't seen like much. They're not living long enough for me to really get good gunfire. Oh my god, they're going for it again.
Scanning ahead.
So the defenders never change their setup. They play the same every round.
Yeah,
And the attackers cannot find the solution to this. They're running through the wall. Sage has a cross.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
They're trolling at this point.
Yeah,
Do they have like someone who is leading the teams? Like IG?
no, unfortunately. These guys usually just meet up before a round.
Okay.
It's basically the equivalent of what it's like to solo queue. But they all expected to use their voice and such. Alright. 9-0. This is a new record
Feels like
for the
I'm
defenders.
watching the same rounds, like for the
Oh, very much so. I
Eight rounds.
can't believe it. Maybe 6 out of these rounds they've done this one push. And don't get me wrong, while the defenders is working here, I'm not a big fan of them attempting the same angles every game as well. Oh no, don't tell me they're
yeah,
finally
but it's
going,
working for them.
Yeah, I grasp that.
Like-
I am not a huge fan of just that consistency. Like if they were up against a team who were playing well, they would have adjusted by now. But I suppose they've got
also-
leniency.
Don't like the sage wall on it. Like when I'm coaching individually,
Time to
the
hunt.
sage wall on it is useless.
Hey, I definitely, you'll find good faith in me that I tell students every single time. Sage Wall is a really powerful tool and it's underutilized all the time. It's used as a delaying tool instead of aggressive or, you know, late game when it's really powerful. Neon's on the site though. Omen teleporting back there. I have to watch from Sky's perspective.
Okay, we have a brand new situation now.
It's a rough angle to decide to plant on.
Spike down A.
Out of all the places you could have decided there.
One enemy remaining.
Good flank from Omen though.
Last player standing.
I got Spike.
Clutch.
Brutal. Good play by Heartless there.
My stream is losing quality. Let me restart.
Can someone get thank you?
Okay, so nothing happening again. Okay, looks like they're gonna try going in.
Go, go, go!
Unfortunately, the defenders can do whatever they want because they can risk it every single round. When you've only got 3 rounds to win against this kind of numbers, they can even go highly aggressive and just get picks.
At this point, they're let loose. I expect them to start
I've
going.
got your trail.
Look at this. This is what I would like to have seen rounds ago, though. They're on the site this time for once. The fights are happening in the doorway. They're actually on the objective.
One enemy
Definitely
remaining.
not smart to heal them.
Spike down A.
Don't know about this teleport. They had no idea you're there. You just heard him on your right.
Team Ace.
Didn't know that they are aware of this position.
Last round
Try to do
before the
something.
switch.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate to see that from him because he had a really good position. He was in the site. No one knew he was in the site, which I don't know how he managed to do that so smoothly. See, but that was actually, even though it didn't go well, that round there was so much better from the attackers compared to any one before.
Exactly. They just went too deep. The Neon pushing, the Reyna pushing after, and the defenders were just patient.
Alrighty, let's see this quick push onto the site. I'd really like to see Omen smoke covering this hard left flank for A. Alright, we've got the side here. We might actually have
Destroyed.
round.
Finally around.
Bombs planted. Now the attackers need to transfer themselves into a defender kind of role and just hold the base.
Good TP from the Omen.
One enemy remaining.
Alright, you guys don't have.
Position with the flash.
There's a prime example of never walking around a corner where your ability's out. We haven't seen too much of it this round, but there we go. Listen, no matter how this game goes now, at least they've actually got a round on the board. Alright, have we got the switch? We've got the switch. Now, they really need to prove that their defense is so good in comparison. But if the attackers have the, if the original defenders have the coordination they did in the defense, I can see this being a way more aggressive team on attack. Looks like they're going to might be even
the attackers to
go on.
to be better on this approach of the attack.
Looks like they're potentially even going to disrespect and go for the same mid push.
No, they're patient.
Yeah, not revealing themselves too hard, not letting the defenders even know where they are. I do like that
Down
restraint.
left aiming. Probably they have some info.
Right, there's the pick, and look at them launch out. No hesitation.
Moment TP's in the smoke.
Done.
Good shot from Reyna. Reyna's on this brutal here.
Last
spike is
player
down.
standing. Spike down B.
Reyna just dealt with 3 players on the objective by themselves. A prime example of when they're pushing into objective and not actually checking all the corners. Everybody's looking in the same direction. Allowed Reyna just to divide and
Start for
conquer.
the comeback now. I don't like the push of Omen into the market smoke there.
Omen on their team is
Keeping
actually
us
really
smoke.
heavily focused on teleporting into smoke. That just seems to be what his one trick up his sleeve is, I've noticed.
Yep.
He just throws his smokes out, and then at some stage he'll use his teleport smoke together. His accuracy isn't fine, but his teleport's probably the worst part about his gameplay. Which, you know,
They
if you
got
coach
the
many Omen
entry.
players, usually is.
Also,
Okay.
Alright. Getting the pick. Neon, if you can hear them, call that out now, because that 5-man pushes into you, you're in trouble. You're holding way too close. The defenders really need to understand, they need to be patient. The attacker's advantage, still. It's 11 to 2.
If I was losing 11 to 2, I would not pick like this Reyna does right now.
Yeah, it's way too greedy.
Okay,
Spike
good
down
pick
A.
from Chamber.
One enemy remaining.
This is prime example of greedy. Well, the one time you're meant to be greedy, she wasn't. Alrighty. Now, unfortunately, I wouldn't be teabagging either.
Oh my god.
You were in no position to be teabagging, mate. But, yeah, so, unfortunately for them, those first 2 rounds, as I was saying, they're freebies. Once you win the first round, the second one's guaranteed. So, in reality, as far as I'm concerned, they've only won 2 rounds and given the freebie. Now the attackers are going to have actual guns. This is when the real game begins.
And the attacker should be winning this round by percentage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be really surprised, especially because the only reason they've been losing right now is because they're not so good on the pistol rounds. But I do like this patience from the attackers, not to be spotted immediately.
Sure what Omen is trying to do.
Really good peek there from him, but don't get greedy and do it again, mate. Take the peek and accept it.
teleport's ready.
Unfortunately, Reyna just clenched that up there. Really good shots by them.
Spike planted.
This is impossible retake if played properly.
Last player
Reyna.
standing.
Feeling greedy. He did that with no util.
Yeah, I don't know
Match
why.
point.
But alright, I'd like to see if officially the attackers right now. They should just be throwing everything they got into every single round. Like when you got one round to win and you can risk 9 of them, just go ham. I wouldn't even be considering too hard on tactics.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, true. I mean, they don't really rush into things. They are not giving up their
They're
positions.
very much a patient, which, don't get me wrong, I give great respect to players who, even with an advantage, they play safe.
The hunt begins.
Okay, the defenders just want this match to get over, I guess.
Yeah. The rest of them are playing safe and back though, but the Reyna, like, defenders really have to understand their role. It's do not push. Why do they peek with not their gun?
Not sure, like, there is so much dry fighting going on. For example, Sova has a drone.
Skyman shot in the back of the
Enemy
head.
Down.
I don't even know why the defender's so far into the center. Like, you can't watch every angle
Revealing
and
area.
all angles are friendly.
They're already right.
Planted.
Yeah, definitely not a fan of that.
Attackers
Yeah,
win.
but
Today
I can't
is
say I
not
blame
our
them too
day
much.
to die.
Alrighty.
Well, there's so much things to say about this match.
Yes. Hard to break it up individually when I feel like the worst part about for the initial attackers was teamwork and team sense.
Yeah.
Center